There's all sorts of analytics, your favorite out there, that show if your quarterback takes up too big of a percentage of your salary cap, that it decreases your chances to win. The Hall of Famer Joe Theismann recently weighed in on the Dak Prescott dilemma, telling CBS Sports Radio this: "If I was advising Dak Prescott, I would say, take the money. What are you looking for? Another couple million? You're never going to see the last year of this contract anyway. You are not a top 5 quarterback in the National Football League. You're a good football player. You have the potential to be better. But what have you done?" Ouch. Former Cowboy Marcus Spears joins us now. Guys, some strong stuff to unpack here. Max, I'll start with you. Are the Cowboys right to use quarterback analytics in Dak's negotiations?
Sure, but let me change the name for it so people can follow this. It's really simple. Just call it common sense for a second, okay? Not just quarterback.
Oh, boy.
Any position player, any player on your team who takes up too large a share of the salary cap is going to decrease your chances to win. Why? Because there's less money to go around. That's the point of a salary cap. So Stephen A., while it is obnoxious for Stephen Jones to sit there and say it's not about the Joneses padding our own bank accounts, not like we're trying to save money for our family, we just trying to win football games. That's especially obnoxious because his father, Jerry Jones, is the guy who ushered in the salary cap in the first place, which has zero to do with competitive balance. I mean, look, when I was a kid, the Buffalo Bills went to the Super Bowl every year. The Bengals went to the Super Bowl. Small market teams got to the Super Bowl all the time. It's not about that. It's not like that's happening more now or there's a greater variation in teams that make the Super Bowl. It's about simply the owners stopping themselves from paying the players what they're worth. That's it. So Stephen Jones should never open his mouth ever about the fact, oh, we have the handcuffs on, we can't pay him. But he's absolutely right. Like, no quarterback who's been the top paid guy has ever won the Super Bowl in this century, which is already 2 decades old. It just doesn't happen. And if someone's going to break the mold and say to hell with it, we're going to pay this guy, boy, that guy better be able to carry a team like, I don't know, Patrick Mahomes. Might Patrick Mahomes one day be the highest paid guy in his team win the Super Bowl? Yep. I could see that happening. Dak Prescott ain't Patrick Mahomes. And there's more, but go ahead, guys. There's more I want to say to Stephen Jones, but I don't want to take up the whole segment.
I am so thankful to you. I want to give you a round of applause because you made about 5 different damn points, and you were about to make 5 more. So the fact that you were willing to stop so we can grasp what the hell you're saying, I mean, I'm so appreciative of that, Max. I'm sorry, because your intellect is so far above the rest of us, Max. I thank you for being kind enough to bless us with your intellect to just stop short from a 10th point in that matter. Here's the ultimate point. You're Stephen Jones. Excuse me, I don't want to hear a damn thing about analytics. Why not have somebody? Is it just me and Max and Swagoo? Listen, can somebody join me in this chorus to call upon somebody to find out what the hell Dak Prescott is being offered in guaranteed dollars? Can somebody do me that favor, please? Because we don't know. We don't know. Max, I was a beat writer for 15 years, man. I've been a journalist for 25 years. I have never seen it in my life so long, in my career. I have never seen it take this long for somebody to find out what the hell is Dak Prescott being offered in guaranteed dollars. Because guess what, Max? Then suddenly the suspense is gone. We don't have to worry about analytics. We don't have to worry about anything. Whether it's Stephen Jones or Jerry Jones or Dak Prescott, there's a clear side that you would be willing to take if we knew the truth. The fact of the matter is we don't know. Was Dak Prescott offered $110 million in guaranteed dollars like Jared Goff? How about 109 or 107, whatever it was that Carson Wentz got? Are we sure it's going to be $35 million a year? I don't even think that's the issue to sweat because the exclusive franchise tag calls for you to get $31.5 million on a 1-year deal. So you, Joe Theismann, if that's your premise, is absolutely right. Excuse me, if you're being guaranteed over $30 million, I mean, come on, what are we talking about here? A couple of $1 million. He's right if you have the guaranteed dollar and it's within that range. But the reality is we don't know. It's plausible, guys, that based on what Joe Theismann said, based on what some of Dak Prescott's critics might say, it's plausible that they might have come to him with about $10 to $15 million less in guaranteed dollars than a guy in Carson Wentz who played in one playoff game and was knocked out in 3 minutes by Jadeveon Clowney. Dak Prescott has been to 3 playoff games. He's won at least one. So what I'm saying is when you look at that along with his 40-24 record as a starter, it's entirely plausible that you might have come to this brother and asked him to take about 10 to 15 million less in guaranteed dollars. We don't know. And if we don't know, what the hell is anybody siding with Jerry Jones and Stephen Jones for on this matter, talking about caps and quarterbacks when you're behind ain't one in a quarter century? Who the hell do you think you are bringing us that? You tried the cap stuff in the last 25 years. Has it worked? Hell no. So I don't want to hear that. Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.